Hello everybody, Adam here, and before we get started on our mid-season interlude of Prinkle's excellent adventures, it is time to announce the winners of our giveaway. Before I do, I'd like to thank once again Malcolm and Liz Hazel and Chris Williams for donating the prizes that we're giving away today. Just thank you so much. I don't really know what else to say. Your generosity continues to overwhelm us as it has for a while, and you're just grand. Thank you so much. So, 3 milestones means 3 winners. We have collated all of your entries from social media, and our patrons, as have been mentioned, get an automatic second entry to double their chances of winning as our little way of saying thank you. So, all in a list, time to fire up the random number generator and find out who has won. Our first winner is Cole Seradwin. Our second is Leslie. And our third, Aussie. Well, congratulations you three. I will be in touch via private message to sort out your prizes. Right, other than a final congratulations and a final thank you, you know how it goes. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. You're listening to Force Majeure, an actual play Star Wars podcast. My name is Adam and I'm your host, and today's episode will begin after these words from our sponsors.
Hi there, I'm Crazy Eddie from Crazy Eddie's Droid Emporium and Warehouse. Need a new Prinkle droid? We've got the 5YQs in for only 4,000 credits. I don't just sell droids, I am one. Trust Crazy Eddie. Ask rank on the fritz? Well, why not come in and see the new R5s? I guarantee we've got the droids you're looking for at Crazy Eddie's. Need a medical droid? We've got medical droids by the 100. Crazy Eddie's Droid Emporium and Warehouse. Looking for a new droid? Come to Crazy Eddie's, where prices are insane.
Hi, I'm Mikey, and I'll be the GM for today. And today I only have one player, who is...
Hello, I'm Adam, and today I'll be playing the part of everybody's second favourite Chadra fan, Prinkle.
We've also got Mim here, who is going to be playing various voices as we go along. So... usually we'd ask a question, but we're not going to do that because we'll ask questions as we go along. And usually we ask a little bit of the character, and we're not going to do that. So, the only thing we've got to do really is roll for destiny.
I have 2 light side points.
And I have 2 light side points. You are going to do well.
I'm never going to spend them.
So, without further ado, let's begin. Port Haven. I would like to tell you that you'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy, but I won't. That's not to say it's not wretched. It clearly is. With a hefty portion of scum and villainy in equal measure. But I'm sorry to say you'll find places like Port Haven all along the Outer Rim, where the desperate and the cruel congregate to make regretful bargains. The camera pans now over the lush jungle that surrounds Port Haven, and finally comes into focus on a docking bay on the outskirts of the city, where 4 crew members with a strange PC glow are walking away from the Coalfire's Mercy. The Coalfire's Mercy is an ancient freighter, and
it's not that old!
The Coalfire's Mercy is a not that old, but still quite old freighter.
She's in her prime.
The Coalfire's Mercy is a freighter. The crew seem like they're off on a terribly exciting team-building adventure, which most certainly will not have any long-lasting ramifications or repercussions. That's what they're doing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Today, we're not telling that story, though.
Because we've already done that.
You've been reading my notes. The camera rests on a Chadra fan, waving them off. This is Prinkle. It's not his story either, but Adam doesn't know that yet. Prinkle, you have been left with a few jobs to do. The rest of the crew have gone off on what seems to be a wonderful team-building exercise, but they didn't take you with them.
It's okay, I'm not really part of the team. Mostly I'm here for moral support and making the tea. That reminds me. The tea that we have on here is both very old and also on fire. Oberon, my friend, you are not allowed anymore in my galley. So, Well, Pyjack is looking very sad. I have nothing to do here. Lassa will not let me help repair the ship. Best check the stores. Where's my data slate? Okay, here we go. So, what do we need from these shops? We need more tea. We need some different tea. We need a third type of tea. We need some of that special snoozy mixture I give to Agatha to make him go to sleep without punching people. We need more storage for heights and depths. I require repulsor broom. I wonder, could I get a repulsor broom? How much money has Hawker given me?
You've been given a fair bit, and you look and you've got at least 150 credits.
Well, that should be enough to buy a repulsor broom.
But maybe not enough to buy a repulsor broom and everything else.
It'll all work out. Maybe I'll find one second hand. If I can find a broken one, then Lassa can repair it, or I can repair it. Either way. Okay, we need some more ship's biscuits. Now they have brought a tuka aboard. I will need to get some biscuits for the tuka, and I need to get some litter tray, and a little basket or something I can convert to make it a sleepy happy place. I could probably just use one of Lassa's toolboxes. She's got a few empty ones here. Yes, maybe one of those with a little blanket. I'll just put a little blanket on the list. Okay, we need some actual food apparently. We need... what else are we after?
And Prinkle potters around the galley and various parts of the ship, making himself a little list.
This ship has not really been stocked for a long time. It's sat on Daxos for years, just resting there. All of the food and rations were dried, biscuits and things like that lasted a long time.
So I need some bantha bacon, very definitely. Probably need some blue milk so I can make proper tea. I would very much like something wet and tasty.
So you've been given a fair bit of money by Hawker, and you probably, if you shop around, will be able to get everything on that list. Maybe not the broom with the money you've got, but that does seem like a lot of stuff.
Yes, and I'm not the strongest of Chatterfan, so I will need some way to help me Aha! I think I found. Yes, over here, where Pyjack's big blaster was before it was thrown away by Agatha. Always gonna be salty about that one. Never mind. There was a repulsor generator here to make it easier to carry, and I'm sure I found that behind these boxes. Haha! I will put this in my backpack.
Well, that'll help, and certainly help with the weight, but the sheer size of what you're going to be taking, it's just going to be too big for you, because you've got boxes of tea, boxes of...
That is very true. Should I will go and ask Pyjack and see if Pyjack wants to come and help me. That would be fine.
And Prinkle toddles off. He goes to where Pyjack is sat. Pyjack's still in his room. He's looking a little bit strung out at the moment.
Yeah.
Pyjack, my friend. Hello there.
G'day, little buddy. Are you all right, mate?
Yes, I'm going to go out and buy the tea and buy some food and anything else if there's anything else you want, just send it over to my data slate. Or you can come with me, maybe, my big, tall, strong friend with your arms that can carry many boxes. Would you maybe like to come for a walk in Port Haven with me and keep me safe?
I'd love to, mate. Normally, you know I would, but from what the rest of the crew said, I think some of Hawker's men are going to come here today and, fit us in for an astromech droid and refuel the ship and do all that sort of stuff. And I'll be honest with you, son. I don't really want to leave the ship unstaffed while they're walking around here. She's been my pride and joy for years, and I don't really want people doing things to her that I can't see. I mean, it's different when Lassa's been doing her kind of chewing up, because, we know Lassa, don't we?
Oh, yes, we know Lassa. She's my very good friend.
Yeah, so I'm going to stay. I know, though, mate. Look, that credit chip that Hawker's given you? I seem to recall on here, nearby, I mean, he might not be trading anymore, but it was a family affair. If you go to Snorker's salvage yard, he's a roadie of my acquaintance. I mean, or he was years ago. It might be his son. But they've got a load of repulsor droids that help move the cargo and haulage. He might be able to do your mate's rates if you drop my name, or I'm sure he won't charge you more than 50 credits or something like that. Why don't you go and speak to him, maybe?
GMing is so easy. Just carry on.
Oh, that seems like a plan.
says Prinkle, his heart falling slightly as he realises that, at 50 credits, he will definitely not be able to afford his repulsor broom.
Make a streetwise for me, please, Prinkle.
I shall do my best. Alas, there is a cat on my dice.
It is just one difficulty. So an easy check for me, if you would.
That is a single advantage, so a failure, but with an advantage.
Okay, you don't remember seeing the snorkers anywhere. Certainly, you've been around this local area for a while, and you do not remember seeing where snorkers is, so you might have a problems finding it. However, on that advantage, what would you like?
That I've seen somewhere else that might hire out repulsor droids to help me out.
As funny you should mention, yes, you have. And in fact, the port itself has loading droids that help ships load and unload their cargo. Now, they are repulsors, and maybe because you've got a ship here, they might be able to lend one out to you. And usually they're a lot cheaper than 50 credits.
Oh. The broom pops back into potentiality. Prinkle nods and goes,
Okay, I'll go and see if I can find them, but I mean, I'm sure I saw a repulsor droid hire place just outside. It'll be fine. You stay here and mind the ship. You help the Toka get settled in. What are they calling it again?
something like Mr. Sparkles.
Mr. Sparkles. He doesn't look like a Mr. Sparkles to me.
I think it was Agatha.
Okay, Mr. Sparkles is the name. I will not upset our scary friend.
No, that's probably for the best, mate. Look, you've got a comlink here.
Oh yes, I have, my friend.
Give us a shout if anything goes particularly sideways, but otherwise I really need to stay here with the ship.
Okay, I understand. If I'm not back by nightfall, avenge my death.
Oh, okay. I mean, try not to die.
He's fine. I have my trusty blaster that Lassa gave me. I have this comically oversized hydro spanner. All will be well. I can attach the repulsor to my comically oversized hydro spanner, and therefore I can carry it easily.
That means it won't be heavy when you swing it if you have to use it to hit someone.
Oh, it'll be fine. I'll see you soon.
You step down the gangplank. It's been a wonderfully warm day, as it has been for the past couple of days you've been here. It's a very temperate area. You're surrounded on two sides by lush jungle, and on the other sides you can step into Port Haven. You're on the outskirts as we speak. It's a massive hangar. You're not the only one in here, the only ship in here, and it's not covered. It's just obviously you don't have a great deal of rain around here. So which way are you going?
If there's no repulsor droids around visible doing work, then I'm just going to head to the largest collection of spacers and see if one of them can point me in the right direction.
There's no spacers just hanging around. Anybody you can see is actually doing something, and you don't see any loading droids here either. But every couple of 100 yards, there is a small waiting room, which usually has people waiting to get on ships or waiting for an assignment or something like that, and that's probably your best bet to find somebody.
Then I will head there.
Okay, you head off walking. As I said before, it's a massive area, maybe a kilometre wide, with half a dozen ships dotted around it. They're nicely spread out, and it looks like it's quite a busy port, as per the name. It would just be called Haven if it wasn't. The sun is baking down. It's very early in the morning. You pass a number of different alien races of every conceivable colour and size. None of them look particularly happy, but as I say, it is very early in the morning.
And we are on Port Haven.
You enter the waiting room. It's a grubby little room, tainted with the stains of 1,000, maybe more, death sticks. It's not a particularly big room, but it is still remarkably empty. There are only two people in here, both Rhodians, both very well dressed, but both unmistakably frustrated because they've been waiting here for a very, very long time.
I wander over to them and say,
Hello?
Ah, yes, finally. We've been waiting hours. Are you from the ship?
Oh, that is terrible. I hate to wait for hours. I'm wondering if maybe you can help me out. You see, one of my friends, I don't know if you know him, Pyjack, he's a very brave man, he said that there was a Rhodian dealership called Snockers where I might be able to hire a repulsor droid from. Or if not from there might be somewhere else I could hire a repulsor droid from, maybe?
So you're not from the ship. This won't do. This won't do at all.
I'm from a ship. Which ship do you need me to be from?
We are waiting for the Henyard's Cross. We're trying to get off world. You're clearly wasting my time. Do go away.
Okay. Thank you for not beating me.
Make me a vigilance roll, please.
Difficulty?
Just one.
1 success, 1 advantage.
Oh, excellent. While they're just generally dismissing you, you notice just passing by there looks to be a repulsor being pushed along by a tiny little droid.
I walk over to the repulsor.
The repulsor is empty, so good there.
Hello, my friend.
Introducing Gel 360, your helpful repulsor droid. We are a techno-service droid and a proud creation of Vertseth Automata. How may we assist you?
Oh, hello. I need to hire...
Please pick your personality types. State 3 words and we will make sure there is a genuine people personality designed to aid your shopping experience.
Kind. Helpful.
We will now ascribe you a personality droid.
Oh, excellent.
Hey there, what can we get you today? What are you for?
Oh, hello. I need to do some shopping, and it is all going to be very heavy. And as you can see, I'm very wee. I'm hoping to maybe hire one of your, so to help me carry the shopping bag in a way that means I can carry the shopping bag, please.
No problem. I'll take the weight off your feet. Believe me, I can help all day. I've got all the energy of a star.
Now, on the little droid, and the little droid is tiny, it's maybe 2 foot tall, so shorter than you, but it's got little repulsors to allow it to float in the air, and is pushing a large repulsor lift that it seemingly is bolted to, so it kind of guides the repulsor lift. There is a little slot to put a cred chip.
How much do you normally charge?
I take 10 credits, sweetie, and I'm a bargain at twice the price.
Oh, that seems fair. I will not make a negotiate roll.
Just put it in the slot.
I pop in the credit chip.
There is a whirring. And...
Well, gee, I guess we're ready to go then. Oh, wow, it sure is wonderful to meet you.
And you, what is your name, my friend?
My name is Gal360. What's yours?
My name is Prinkle. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Great to meet you too, Prinkle.
So, do you know Port Haven at all?
Oh yeah, I've been here all the time. I know my way around this place like nobody's business. If I had it back on my hand, I'd know it like that.
I need to find, like a cash and carry type warehousing place. I need, tea and more tea and supplies and maybe a discount rate repulsor broom. And, we need some food and we need some, space gaffer and possibly a small blanket for Atuka and food for Atuka and some, more potables. I need some blue milk and some panther burgers and some bacon. I need some, you know the fathiers that you ride around on when you go to the races? I would like a very tiny plushy one of those because I want something to cuddle when I go to sleep. I'm so lonely. I need, I could also do with, I don't know what they're called, but you know those things and when you poke them they go, "Ah." I need one of those, and you put them in your kitchen, and it tells you when your things are cooked.
A legomorph?
Yes, possibly. It is the thing that when you poke it, it goes, "Ah," and it tells you when your things are cooked. So that's what a legomorph does.
Gel, that could be one of maybe 20 different things. There are lots of things that you can put in your kitchen that make a noise. But this is Port Haven, so you're fairly sure you can find anything that he needs.
I reckon depending on what kind of you want, we can get you something that'll be bang up your street.
Oh, that's excellent to know.
You're fairly sure you know where most of those things can be found in Port Haven. So lead the way.
Okay, I think we should go to Jar Jar's general store. He'll have your tea.
He sells jars. I heard an advert on the HoloNet.
Oh yeah, he sells generally everything.
Oh, I believe the meat's a good value.
It's kind of a franchise now, so don't expect to see the big guy there.
Oh, that's okay. I prefer small guys anyway. Less to prove. Lead the way, please.
Sure thing.
Thank you, Jal.
So Gel 360 starts hovering towards Port Haven at walking speed. After about 10 minutes of walking, you leave the docking bay behind you and start coming into the commercial areas. And the first thing you notice is that Port Haven is just bustling. There are hundreds of people here, all milling around, pushing against each other. You were here yesterday and it wasn't as busy as this. Clearly something is going on that has got everybody onto the streets. There is a real party atmosphere almost, with people clearly quite excited about something that's going to be going on.
Oh my friend, this is very busy.
Hey, I'm walking here! It's okay, sweetie. You just tell them to get out the way, otherwise they won't move. Hey, move your tail!
So creatures of every shape, size and colour rub shoulders here. Obviously you're not at shoulder height, but if you were, you'd be rubbing shoulders with them as well. It is busy. Clearly something is going on today.
What is going on here? It's so very busy. I don't really like big groups of people too much. I mean, I've not really had much experience with big groups of people for the last few years, apart from the stormtroopers when they would, gather around to beat me with sticks and laugh. This is a lot of people. Is it always like this? Was yesterday just a quiet day? What is going on here?
Jal, you've got no idea why it's so busy. What's going on?
You know what? I'm not sure. Let me check the sales and see if there's anything on.
Oh, that'd be ideal. Thank you very much.
Roll me a computer's roll, please, Jal.
That's 2 successes.
It's not a day for big sales. There are lots of sales going on, but there's nothing in the sales that suggests a particular event.
Hey, there's a great deal on slippers. But I can't see anything as to why it would be so busy today. There's no particular sales on. Oh, gee. I could check the holonet, I suppose.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm just, there's a lot of people here. Get out of my way. I need my broom, This is a problem. They look down and they cannot see me because I'm so very small. If I had my broom, I would just shoosh them out of the way like I do with Oberon when he burns the tea. How close are we to the first place of shoppings?
You're probably about 10 minutes away.
Not far at all.
Would you mind awfully if, given the big press of people, I maybe rode in your basket? They keep kicking poo at me.
Jal, that is against your warranty.
I'm sorry. If I have a live person in my basket, it voids my warranty.
Okay, then I understand that. No, my other plan was very foolish. I was going to crawl underneath you, and let you use as like a pushing thing. But what would happen then is that your repulsors would just push me into the muck. And, I would cry. So no, let us carry on as we are then and hope the people get out of the way.
Jal, that's quite pathetic. You are both kind and helpful. So I'd like Prinkle to roll a charm roll, please. I think probably you're disciplined, so against 1 red.
2 success, 2 advantage.
Whilst that's against your warranty, Jal 360, you have been programmed very recently to be both kind and helpful. So your programming says that definitely this chap who has paid you 10 credits to help him out needs to ride in your basket. Warranty be damned.
Well, hey, you know what? That looks like a really heavy purse you're carrying. How about I carry the purse, and if you don't let go of it, I can carry you too.
That's a great idea. You're so clever.
It's so logical when you think about it, isn't it?
Yes, I do that.
And I throw the backpack that I'm wearing while I'm wearing it into Jal's basket.
You leap into the basket.
I leap in.
Yeah. Okay, it's quite comfy. I mean, there's a little give when you land on it, and it's quite clearly you couldn't put a. Agatha would break this.
Yes.
He is a big, heavy man
who breaks
and he
things.
would break the repulsor. But it's nice. There's a lot of space, leg room, everything like that. You're not much higher than you were before, because you're not Jal. You're not really very high off the ground, but People get out of the way of what is essentially a big metal table floating through a crowd.
You gotta have attitude to move through a crowd like this. Move it, buddy!
I'm not very good at the whole being forceful thing, you know. I just find it nice and easier to smile and be nice and hope people are nice back.
Oh, a smile will get you a heck of a long way, but I can't smile. Move it!
I would like a joint streetwise, please, from both of you.
I have a yellow and a green in Streetwise.
I have one rank in Streetwise.
And I'm going to give you a boost because Mim shouting is funny.
So that would go to a yellow, green, and 2 boost die.
That's right.
And difficulty.
Difficulty is because of the throng. It's only going to be an easy roll, but I'm going to give you a a black dice as well.
Setback.
Setback. That's the word. I don't GM this game very often.
That is 2 successes and 4 advantages.
My word.
And the
Well,
Red Sea
2
part.
successes means that you can make your way through quite easily this crowd because you are metal and made of edges, also shouting, and Prinkle is standing on you like a tiny French dictator going, "Get out of the way!"
Could you please move out of the way, please, my
That's-
friends?
that's
We
the
have
way.
shopping we have to do. Very important.
You
Thank
have
you for your kindness. Thank you for your understanding. Get out of the way. Please move. Thank you.
so you have a charm offensive. Prinkle is being charming, and you're being offensive.
That's about right.
Yeah. So you've got 4 advantages. What would you like to spend the advantages on?
Well, I think the first advantage is going to be that the crowds get out of our way, meaning that we can make better time than we otherwise would do.
Well,
I suppose.
that is going to be your
That's what
successes.
okay.
So I'm not going to give you an advantage on that one because that's what your success was for.
Okay. The first advantage
Yeah.
is that as we're getting out of the way, as we're kind of going on with me in the basket kind of gesticulating,
Yes.
a couple of the people think this is actually some form of performance art, and so start throwing a few like creds and small like barterable, like 2 cred coins and that sort of stuff into the basket.
Yep.
The
Happy with that?
The second advantage is that as we're going past, I'm grabbing flyers off people as we go because I'm too polite not to take flyers of everyone.
Yes.
And one of those flyers is 15% off a second-hand repulsor broom from Crazy Eddie's Repulsor Broomatorium, which is on the other side of Port Haven. It's very, very far away. But if we ever do make it there, I get 15% off a repulsor broom.
I'm happy with that one as well. You still have 2 advantages to spend.
The third advantage is that we get to the when we get to the cash and carry place that we're going to first of all, because of whatever is happening in the town is happening, it's pretty empty, which means once we break through the throng and get there, the stores are empty. We can get served very, very quickly. We're not having to fight through the crowds in there to get what we need. It will be a pleasurable shopping experience to begin with.
Happy with that, yeah.
And the fourth advantage, Mim, any ideas?
I was wondering whether somebody could have dropped a purse or something, but since they're already flinging money at us for our entertaining value.
Do you want twice as much money as I was going to give you?
We can do it. Do you have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you've got any suggestions.
No, I'm happy with that. I would like you to... Oh, go on.
The fourth advantage
Yes.
is, amongst the things that get thrown into the basket,
Yeah.
are three signed pictures
Yeah.
of my personal pod racing hero, Conclick Kachak.
Okay. Yes, surprisingly enough, there's 3 of them here.
3 of them.
It's unusual. Why are there 3 here? But who knows?
Well, they're from 3 different people.
Yes.
But I'm not arguing. I've been trying to collect one of these for ages because when we're on Daxos, obviously, there wasn't a great deal of entertainment, and being basically a slave to the Imperials, I had to make do with what I could. But it being an off-world, a real backwater posting, what they did was they'd kind of hacked into the Dark Hollow net to get like ESPN 8.
Oh, yeah.
The Ocho. And on that, they used to broadcast a lot of pod racing.
Yes.
And they hated him.
Yes.
Because he was a Chadra fan who was better than any of the other pilot, going round.
Certainly thought so.
And when you're the lowest of the low, when you're
Yes.
right in the gutter, seeing a member of your own species going out there and beating anyone else in the galaxy, he was kind of my hero. So I've been after one for so long.
Not
and now
only
I've
are
got
they free
three.
here, they look just pristine.
Oh, they're going in my pocket.
Yeah.
And they're going to go with my little bunk room when I get back onto the Coalfire's Mercy.
Mm-hmm. They're all pretty much identical, but they're all pristine.
Well, they're publicity shots.
Yes.
Yeah, they're going in. They're going in my special pocket.
Okay.
By which I mean the one that's reinforced and safe from chemicals and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, you've got a pit crew sort of thing on, don't you?
I
It's
do.
like which means that you've got lots of pockets all over
Yeah.
your uniform.
It's effectively really, really hard-wearing janitor's overalls that have been reinforced as opposed to a proper pit crews thing. But it's close enough.
Yeah.
I mean, if people don't know the difference, then they're, you know.
Understandable. All right, now that's perfect. I'm very happy with that. You guys start pushing through the crowd. Could one of you roll a d10 for me?
I got a 3.
Okay, that's how many credits you get thrown into the cart. There are people clapping. There's also a few kids following you.
I take one of the credits and I put 2 more credits into JAL 360 slot because actually JAL's the one doing all the work, so it's only fair we split them equally. And since you can't split 3 equally, you know, there's no half credits. It's only fair that JAL gets those extra credits.
One of the crowd pushes to the front. He's a light-tanned Quarren. He passes you a picture of Click.
Wow.
This is exactly the same publicity shot that you have now in your special pocket, but this one isn't signed.
Oh, thank you very much.
He looks expectantly at you. It's really difficult to tell with Quarren, but he may be smiling.
I lean over and I pat him gently on the head and go,
Have a pleasant day. We need to go to the shops now, thank you.
He doesn't seem to be wanting to let go of the picture. He's holding it.
I let go of it and like,
Okay. Thank you. I already have one.
and I take one of my signed ones out of my pocket and go,
See? I already have a signed one.
If indeed he was smiling before, he's obviously stopped now. He makes a big sigh and says something like,
We're celebrities.
and disappears off into the crowd.
Oh, okay.
I put my copy back in my overalls.
He was very strange, Jal.
Kids, what you gonna do, huh?
You get to Jaljaros General Store. It is a behemoth of a store. It is absolutely huge and looks brand new. It's all chrome and glass, and surprisingly, it's fairly empty outside as per your advantage. Looking through the windows, you can see a long line of cashier droids all waiting for people to come and see them. And behind them, rows and rows of food, produce, anything you could possibly need for a ship that needs to be restocked.
There's a whole line of cashiers, and all you can hear is, "Hi, how are you? Do you need a bag with that? Hi, how are you? Do you need a bag with that?"
Well, you're outside, but you imagine that's what they're saying.
Okay, well we get to the front of the of the shop, and it's a bit annoying. I'm going to flip a light side point.
Yeah.
Because one of the reasons why it now transpires that there's no crowds here is because the front of the shop is closed and there's like a big red ribbon across it with a droid standing holding a pair of scissors who's looking off in the distance of where the main crowds are. And it's quite clear that we're not going to be able to kind of get through. So we...
No, that's right. The droid is standing at the front with a giant pair of scissors. Next to him is a Toydarian. He looks quite impatient. He's wearing very fine clothes. You manage to push to the front fairly easily. And there seems to be a gap between where the shop is and where the crowd is. But they're all facing towards the shop.
Huh. I get out of Jal's basket now that the crowd's thinned out a little bit.
Okay.
Suddenly there's a rippling of applause.
Oh, and you say this is the best place where we come to get all the teas and things.
Oh yeah, this is where I would come if I needed stuff.
Okay. It appears to be a bit closed at the moment. We'll just wait here until it opens. I'll be fine.
There's a certain level of anticipation here. Quite clearly, all of the people here are waiting for something to happen. There's a fair bit of jostling and nudging. It may be the people around you are a little bit upset that you've pushed to the front.
I turn around to them. I'm very, very sorry. What is going on? Why are we waiting here? I mean, Can you not see? Do you need me to hunker down a little bit more?
The chap behind you is a Dewutan, so he's about as tall as he is wide, and he's quite wide. He looks down at you and gives you a really big smile.
Oh, hello, my friend. We don't normally see the Wootin very often. You are remarkably tall.
I'm just waiting to get in.
Oh, me too.
The Dewutan sighs dramatically.
He was supposed to be here half an hour ago.
Who was supposed to be here half an hour ago?
At that point, the Toydarian, who was waiting impatiently at the front of the store, flutters up and says,
You are here! Come with me!
Okay.
and grabs hold of your shoulder and starts pulling you towards where the ribbon is.
Okay.
I turn back round to the Dewutan and kind of go,
Oh, this looks very promising, my tall friend. Hopefully I'll see you in there.
There's a little bit of a golf clap as well as you step out. They all seem very,
These are all very...
struggling for entertainment, these people.
I kind of turn to Jal. Is Jal following me?
Yeah, she's trying to keep behind you, but people are sort of closing you off a little bit.
Okay. I'm sure this is fine. I'm sure this is all fine.
The Toydarian looks down and says,
We have to hurry. There's plenty to do today. Here, take these.
and the Toydarian passes you a giant pair of scissors.
I take them
Oh, thank you very much. I'm sure I'll find a use for these.
and I start to put them in my backpack.
No, my friend. You must snip the ribbon, and then we will shake hands, and the store will be open.
Oh, is this one of these 100,000 customer gets a special prize? Oh, thank you so much.
How very amusing.
Yes, I am, occasionally. Oh, this is amazing. I wonder if I get a discount.
And I walk up to the ribbon and go,
Hello. It is a great honor that you're doing to me. I'm so happy to be here, and I look forward to seeing you all in the store. But I need to buy the tea first, okay? Yes.
and then I cut the ribbon.
And there is a very polite applause as the ribbon light flickers off as you put the scissors near them. A seemingly invisible brass band strikes up music, umpiring away as the store is opened. The crowd pushes forwards, getting closer and closer to you. It looks like you're able to go in.
Oh, excellent.
Prinkle beams at the crowd, hands the scissors back to the Toydarian and goes,
Oh, thank you very much. It's very kind. You are very good to visitors here. I did not expect such a welcome. Thank you so much, my friend.
That's not a problem. I'm just glad you could fit it into your busy schedule.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I wish you the best of luck in the excitement that will be going on later today.
Oh, thank you very much. It's most kind of you. I hope to get over there, but it's the other side of the city, I understand. It's quite far away. I hope I get there before closing.
Don't worry, you look around the shop. I'll call ahead and get somebody to collect you.
Oh, that would be extremely kind of you. Thank you so much.
He puts his finger up and then clicks on his ear.
I wonder if you could send somebody to help the talent.
The talent.
and Prinkle beams. He looks at Jan.
He called me the talent. Oh, I like this Port Haven. It's so kind. Everyone here is so very lovely. I don't understand why, Agatha and Oberon were so very wary about it. I mean, Lasher said some hurtful words. I knew I should always have listened to Jaren. There is a man who understands the quality and need for a good life. Right, let us buy some tea.
The shop is huge and everything seems really well stocked, like this shop is potentially brand new. You go down the aisles, as it were. Jal 360, you are able to catch up, and you go down the aisles picking up various different items as you go. There's the tea, there's the blue milk. It's all big shopping items. It is like unlike in normal supermarkets, you might get maybe 100 tea bags. You've got 8,000.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's a spaces hypermarket, isn't it? So you're looking at people that are going to be out there between the stars for months on end.
That's right.
You've got to buy, and also buy bulk, save money, stack them high, sell them cheap. That's the way to do it.
You wander around the store as you're at the first one in, it doesn't look like anybody really wants to pass you. And they seem to be waiting for you to move from a single area until you go to the next one.
Everyone here is so very lovely. Thank you so much.
And as I'm going through, I'm thanking people who are waiting for me, and I'm shaking some of them by the hand to express my thanks. And
everybody wants to shake you by the hand.
Oh,
they do.
This is lovely.
You get comments like, "It's great to see you,"
and you. This is lovely. You're all so very kind.
They're all wishing you good luck for later.
I mean, I'm only going to buy a broom. But I will need that. Thank you very much.
Adam, nobody seems to be really paying attention to what you say. They're just happy to talk to you.
Wow, that's like my real life. Oh no, apart from the being happy to talk to me. Much more than no one really paying attention to what I say.
There is a lot of handshaking. You push around the store. You should come back here again. It seems lovely.
They are getting repeat custom. I mean, if they treat every shopper like this, no wonder they are able to afford such a wonderful, beautiful, well-stocked supermarket.
You get to the end of your list, and Gel's behind you, all filled up with large bulk items. And the cashier droid turns to look at you, twitches a little bit, and says,
No charge.
Oh, thank you so much. Are you sure?
It twitches again and then repeats.
No charge.
Oh, this is so wonderful. I can definitely afford to buy my broom now. I say to myself, Prinkle, how long has it been since you've given yourself a present? And I say to myself, Prinkle, quite a while. Quite a long time. And now I don't feel quite so guilty. I mean, I'll still see if I can get a deal on it because, I mean, this is still, the less money we have to owe Hawker, the better. But I think maybe my fortunes might be changing.
You walk out the store, all of your free supplies packed in your droid repulsor friend. The feeling is amazing. Outside the store, you see the Toydarian. He seems so happy to see you. His wings flutter a bit as you get close. He says,
Do you like the store? We're very proud of it.
It's amazing. It is by far the best store I've ever been in my entire life. It certainly beats the ones we used to have back at home, and it's much better than the one in the ice cave.
That was amazing.
He quickly fumbles and pulls out a recording device.
Could you say that again?
Yes, this is my favourite store in Port Haven.
Fantastic. Right. I think the help's here.
He looks over and there's a Twi'lek standing there, a pastel blue colour to his skin. He's wearing an incredibly sharp suit, and in his ear he has quite a visible comlink. He's also holding a data slate, which he's always glancing at.
Hey, that's a very nice suit, my friend.
He looks up.
That's great you're here.
Oh, okay. That suit you're wearing is beautiful.
Thank you, my friend. It's good to see you. You're not ready. We should move.
Ready for what?
Are you gonna wear that?
Well, I don't have any more clothes.
He shrugs noncommittally.
Okay.
Then he puts his finger in his ear and he says,
The asset is moving.
And he starts walking into the crowd. He's pushing his way through the crowd as he walks, allowing you and Jal 360 to move through.
This is real service, isn't it?
I mean, I didn't expect this for 10 credits. No, this is amazing. I will recommend you to all the crew, Jal. You are doing. In fact, I'm going to tip you when this is all done. You have done me so good service. I mean, this is like a Rolls-Royce package. Snockers could not offer even a fraction of the service I'm getting thanks to you being here.
And I walk through.
You as you're walking through, people are noticing you. A few of the people who are walking past go, "Hey, good luck!"
Oh, thank you very much.
After a few minutes of walking through this, Prinkle kind of slows down a little bit, and his little brow furrows, and his ears droop a little, and he goes,
Am I having a cheese dream? I mean, we have no cheese, but it is sort of the same thing. This cannot be happening. Things like this do not happen to me. No one is this nice to me. Not even my friends. Not even my friends in my dreams are this nice to me. Jal, are you really real?
I'm not even sure how to answer that. I mean, I'm here, but reality for a droid is a really awkward concept.
In fairness, I think reality for everyone is a bit of an awkward concept. I'm more wondering if is at this moment, are you a product of my overactive imagination, or are you actually extant?
Jal reaches out with a digit and just gives Prinkle a slight electric shock.
Oh, did you feel that?
I did, yes.
Well, I guess we're kind of real.
I guess we're kind of real.
It looks like,
Wow.
as you first thought, Jal may be stuck to the repulsor. Jal can actually remove its hands just a bit, and just as long as it's holding on, keeps the repulsor up in the air.
Oh,
The Twi'lek looks a little bit anxious. I'm sorry, sir, we're going to be a little late, so I'm going to call in for some help.
okay. Am I slowing you down? Oh, I'm very sorry. Yeah, I suppose we need to go fast if you have a deadline to get to.
Yeah, we're running late, but it's okay.
Oh, no.
Here he comes.
You can see, even through the thronging of a crowd, you can see the basilisk. A basilisk's forearms make them a natural at moving through crowds. And he is swimming, almost, through this mingling crowd, making some good speed directly towards you. He's using his shovel-like hands to scoop people out of the way, and every time he firmly but politely moves somebody, he says, in a kind of a gruff voice,
Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me.
As he gets closer, you notice he's wearing a very tight black t-shirt. It doesn't say security on it, but that's probably just an oversight. He finally gets to you and looks down at the Twi'lek.
All right, boss.
Okay then, you need to get us there in no later than 3 minutes.
Okay, boss.
He reaches down, looks at you, and smiles, and says,
Can I pick you up?
Of course you can.
he grabs you in his middle arms.
Thank you so much, my friend. What is your name?
He seems to consider this for a second. He's quite clearly not one of the galaxy's big thinkers.
My name is Jack.
Hi, Jack. I'm Prinkle.
And Jack pushes through the crowd. You are making much better time now.
Oh, this is amazing.
You're going in
I'm on top of the world.
generally the right direction. Do you want to make a streetwise check?
Yes.
Incidentally, Adam, this is not what I planned for this at all.
Well, you've done it to me often enough. It
Yep.
only seems fair. Difficulty?
Sorry, it's just a 2.
Oh, yes. A single success, and that's it.
Okay, you feel you're perhaps not going in the right direction for the broom shop?
Are we going to the same broom shop, or have you found another one for me?
I know where I'm going,
Says Jack.
Well, I suppose you know your town better than I do.
I'm not from Port Haven.
Says Jack.
Well, even so, I suppose you know this town better than I do?
I can see over the crowds.
Well, you are very tall and very big, and very strong, but at the same time quite cozy. This is lovely.
It does seem really nice.
It's been a while since I've been held like this.
You seem safe.
Ah, I could just go to sleep in your tender grasp.
So the Twi'lek's next to you, and he is.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name either.
My name is Snanums.
I am Prinkle.
He's clearly not paying attention to you. He puts his finger in his ear and says, "We're still moving. The acid will be there in 2 minutes." You are pushing through the crowd. There is a general excitement as closer you get to the centre of the town. Almost like a party atmosphere. These people are quite clearly here not to shop. They're here to enjoy something. But you're in the middle arms of a basilisk, so you're not quite tall enough to see over their heads. You push through further and further, and the crowds, whilst are getting more excited, are kind of thinning out. You can hear a chanting now, and it's a name that fills you with a little bit of excitement, because what they're chanting is click, 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 click.
Click.
That explains why there was signed copies around. Maybe he's been here already.
Oh, I'd never thought that maybe he would be here. He's my hero. Have you, you know Conclicker Jack, right?
I say to Jack.
Jack just smiles at you.
Isn't he the greatest pod racer that ever lived?
You're funny.
Isn't he the most wonderful pod racer that ever was?
Is this you getting in the zone?
I mean, all my life I've been Con Clicker Jack has been an identity that has given me strength in the darkest places. He has inspired him. Like, the whole Chadrafan race looks up to Con Clicker Jack as the finest Chadrafan hero that ever was, you know.
Yeah, you clearly believe that.
Oh, I do. I speak with some authority on this, I should know. I mean, when it comes to Chadrafan, I can't speak for every Chadrafan, but every Chadrafan I know, which is at least me, thinks that he's the greatest Chadrafan that ever lived.
He looks a little bit like... it's a weird expression. It is. You can't quite work out why, but he looks kind of happy that he's with you, but also a little bit off-putted by what you just said there. He doesn't quite understand. Maybe he's not a big fan of Click. Who knows?
How could someone not be a big fan of Click? It's the greatest pod race that ever was.
The chanting's getting louder, and in fact, the crowd has kind of disappeared. You're on what looks to be just a flat surface, and there's nobody else around you. Click, click, click.
First of all, I got to go into the shop before anybody else, and then it was all free, and now I get to stand here and maybe meet my hero. I stand here in the order of the crowd.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Are you facing the basilisk
Yes.
so you can't see what's going on ahead of you?
No.
Okay. Click, click, click. But you can tell there's nobody else around you, and you're still travelling.
Oh, this is amazing.
Okay, we're here. Just 1 minute.
Says the Twi'lek.
Okay, Mrs. Nunhams, I will wait here.
There is a sound of a door opening, and the basilisk lowers you.
I've got to put you down now.
Thank you so much for the lift. It's very kind of you.
He settles you into a seat. It is quite a comfortable seat, and starts strapping you into it.
I kind of like. There's a furrow of thought that crosses Prinkle's face for a moment, and then he goes,
So you know how you are a big fan of Click?
Yep.
I give him one of my 3 signed portraits of Click.
Very kind of you, sir. Very kind of you.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I have a few.
It's about now you take stock of where you are. You're sitting in a seat of a vehicle.
Oh.
There is a steering wheel in front of you, and just buttons upon buttons of what seemingly quite clearly is a planetary vehicle. It's green.
Oh, this is the same color and configuration of the Zipping Zillow, which is his pod racer, you know. Wow. Oh, is this like one of these things where you get to sit in the vehicle and they take photographs and then you can be like, boom, boom, I'm a racer, and then afterwards you go out for cake?
I don't know about that, Mr. Kachak, but you're all strapped in now.
And he closes the cockpit of the Zipping Zillow.
What?
You look out the window. There is just hundreds upon hundreds of people in a stadium just to the right of you. Around you, you see half a dozen pod racers, all rumbling to life. Just rumbling away. You're on what seemingly is a track of pod racers, and you are in. And you've seen the technical readouts of the Zipping Zillow. You're in what looks to be a fairly good facsimile of it.
Wow. I mean, this is like the greatest horror simulation I've ever seen. I mean, it's almost like it's real. I've played some of the racing games on the Z-Sphere, but this is realistic.
Incredible. I mean, obviously.
Normally I need to have goggles, but clearly this glass on the thing is some form of heads-up display.
It looks. Ding, ding, nope. There's a crackle of a comm. Okay then, we're ready.
Okay.
Firing up engine 1.
Okay.
There's a rumble from the Zillow as the power to the right engine kicks in. It's looking good. Firing up engine 2.
I'm starting to think Then maybe there has been a mistake here.
Okay, Click, we're good. How are you doing over there?
Prinkle waits for a few seconds and goes,
Do you mean me?
That's right.
I'm not Click. My name is Prinkle.
That's funny, Click. Okay, we got 30 seconds.
No, you do not understand. No, this is a terrible misunderstanding. I am not a pod racer pilot. It's just me. It's Prinkle. It's your friend. I mop. I am a man who mops.
It's only a local pod race. You'll clean up. Okay, 25 seconds.
Cleaning up is what I do, but not in one of these. I need a mop. I need a broom.
Prinkle frantically tries to find his other comm so he can get hold of Pycheck, only to find that at some point it has fallen out of his ear and could be anywhere in Port Haven.
I'm not even going to turn a black dark side for that. You can do that if you like.
Okay.
20 seconds.
No.
No. He starts frantically trying to unclip, but
it's really complicated. They strap people into those pod racers really, really well. So from outside, you're panicking. From outside, you hear click, 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 click.
There's a moment.
Yep.
As everything kind of freezes around him,
Yes.
like there's a record scratch,
Mm-hmm.
and a narrator voice comes over and goes, "It was at this moment that Prinkle realized that sometimes a Chadra fan's gotta do what a Chadra fan's gotta do. He had two options. He could embrace this case of mistaken identity, get out there and race the best he can, and live up to his hero. Let's see what he does, because option B ain't pretty." Reality starts again.
No.
You know a lot about pod racing, don't you, Prinkle?
Prinkle does, yes.
Yeah. Quite often in these races, the start is automated. So, when that timer goes down, this pod racer is going to lurch forward at some speed.
Okay, Prinkle, you can do this. You have driven a speeder. You have escaped an Imperial Inquisitor. You have broken your friend out from freedom. What is a little bit of a pod race? Anyone can do it. If that little human can do it from a desert planet, then you, brave Prinkle, brave, powerful Prinkle, can. Why are you crying, Prinkle? This is not a time for tears.
Could you roll me a piloting planetary, please?
I certainly can. What's the difficulty?
It's 2. And I'm going to give you a setback because you are panicking.
But can I have a boost die for my pep talk?
You can have a boost dice for your pep talk, yes.
This is when you wish you can inspiring rhetoric yourself. It is the most wonderful of all rolls, a wash.
You glance over at the array of controls, and I am fairly sure that if you were in a position where the pod racer wasn't 15 seconds away from starting, and you were just looking round the pod racer, you'd be able to tell me exactly what every single one of these buttons does. At the moment, they are a baffling array of switches and toggles.
Well, it's hard to see through the tears.
Okay.
There is what in Prinkle's life is possibly the most terrifying noise he has ever heard. Beep. Beep.
I grip hold of the steering
Beep.
wheel. I hunch my shoulders.
Beep. And that's where we'll end it. Will Prinkle survive the next few seconds? That's about it, really, isn't it? Find out next time on Prinkle's Big Adventure, or Prinkle's Excellent Adventure, or Prinkle's Short Adventure, depending on what happens.
I mean, it's been roundly
Prinkle,
excellent.
a grand day out.
Yeah, it's been roundly excellent to this point. Oh, yeah, grand day out. The crackers, Gel 360. We've forgotten the crackers. Before we go, this episode's patron is Blamed Cat. As well as being the master of questions, if you might have picked up from the last 2 episodes. Blame Cat has been with us for a while now, who's a regular feature on our Discord, and I'm privileged enough to count him as an actual friend, not just someone that I chat with. Thank you so much for being part of this, Chris. We really do appreciate it. We love having you around.
Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Force Majeure is played using the Star Wars Force and Destiny game system by Fantasy Flight Games and Lucas Books. Our intro music for this season is Unholy Night by Kevin MacLeod, and our outro music remains Suburban Outlaw by Forget the Whale, both used with gratitude under the Creative Commons license. If you like the show and want to interact with us, we are on Twitter, we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, all of which are at Force Majeure Pod, though Twitter is probably where you're going to find us more regularly. If you enjoy what we do and want to support the show, there's 3 ways you can do that. The first is via our Patreon at patreon.com/forcemajeurepod. The second is by buying us a coffee at ko-fi.com/forcemajeurepod. And the third way is by rating and reviewing us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, anywhere where you can find us. We really like reviews. It tells us that we're telling the stories that you want to hear and helps other people find us. Thank you very much for listening. We'll see you next time.